My name is Gabe. I'm going to be Jack's physical therapist assistant student. I'm going to be doing over the YMCA bench step test. So basically, we've already calculated Jack's resting heart rate and his heart rate variability, heart rate reserve, and that has given us a range of, on the max heart rate, we are going to see 189. On the upper end, we're going to see 167, and on the lower end, we're going to see 144. So that's kind of the window that we want to keep them in. And we're going to do 3 minutes. I'm going to put on metronome on. It's going to give you a beat. I'm going to have you go up, up, down, down, based off of that for 3 minutes, and I'll just time you. And then directly afterwards, I'm going to have you sit down, and I'll take your heart rate after that. So we'll start with this. All right, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're doing a really good job.
Yep.
We are 45 seconds. That's 1 minute.
I'm good.
Got 1 more minute. Oh. 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, and I'll have you take a seat. And we'll just start this. And I will take your pulse. final was 140, which is a little bit lower than you're expecting. You said you're
26.
All right. So you are in the very poor range.
Very cool.
Now that Tyler's gotten a 15-minute rest, we're going to go ahead and do the 6-minute walk test. So for this, Tyler, I'm going to have you walk as quickly as you can for 6 minutes, covering as much ground as possible, and I'll be regularly informing you of the time. The main goal here is to cover as much ground as possible. That's what we're using today as a predictor for finding your norm for your age group. Whenever you need a rest, feel free to take a rest. Just stop wherever you're at. We do have a chair over here for you to rest whenever you need. When the time is up, I'm just going to have you stop wherever you're at. And then if you're further down there, I'll come to you, put a little line in there, and then you can go take a seat. If you have any questions during the test, feel free to ask, but otherwise try not to talk too much. It's going to affect your breathing, and we want to conserve as much energy as possible so we can put as much into this test as possible. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you sit down. I'm going to take your O2 ratings, your heart rate, and then I'm going to go ahead and measure the entire distance that you did walk, and then plug that into the equation, see where you're at in terms of predictive norms and whatnot. And then I'm going to have you just rest for 15 minutes before you leave. Actually. So, any questions for me?
No.
Alrighty. Well, then, if you don't mind, let's get started.
All right.